The universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you are.
Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success, wealth, and happiness so naturally, while others struggle their entire lives without leaving their place? The answer may lie in something invisible but extremely powerful: what you are emitting into the universe. Because, yes, the universe is like a mirror. He does not judge, does not punish, does not reward. He just reflects. Imagine now that your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs are drawing, at this very moment, the map of your reality. This is not cheap mysticism. It's mental science. It's pure Napoleon Hill. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you believe. And if your beliefs are sabotaging your dreams, then success will continue to slip through your fingers, no matter how hard you fight. The truth is that the law of attraction is not about sitting around waiting for the universe to bring miracles. It is about inner alignment and outer action. It's about reprogramming your mind so that success becomes inevitable. In this video, I will guide you through 11 powerful principles that will unlock your natural ability to manifest an extraordinary life. But be careful. This content is not for those looking for shortcuts. It's for those who are ready to take control of their own reality. If this is your case, take a deep breath and come with me on this journey. And of course, if this topic makes sense to you, subscribe to the Napoleon Hill Secrets channel to continue receiving content that truly transforms lives. The universe is not deaf to your requests. It just responds to what you vibrate most intensely. Everything that exists around you today is a direct reflection of your predominant thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. This is the essence of conscious manifestation. Napoleon Hill already said that thought is the starting point of all riches. But it's not enough to just think positively for a few minutes. Your vibration needs to be constant, aligned, and true. Many people get frustrated with the law of attraction because they try to use it as if it were a magic button, expecting results without changing its essence. But the universe doesn't respond to your superficial desires. It responds to your real energy. If you say you want to prosper, but you live harboring fear, scarcity, and doubt, guess what you will attract? Exactly more experiences that reinforce these emotions. Because the universe works like a mirror. It doesn't deliver what you ask for, it delivers what you project. Now think, what are the thoughts that occupy your mind the most on a daily basis? Do you live expecting the worst, or do you believe that good things are on the way? These answers are fundamental, as they reveal the current programming of your mind. And if that programming is filled with limiting beliefs, negative thoughts, and self-sabotage, that's what will be reflected back. The good news is that this mirror can be adjusted, and it all starts with awareness. Want a simple and powerful exercise? For 7 days, watch your thoughts carefully. Write down anything negative, self-critical, or doubt that arises. Then, turn each of them into positive affirmations. For example, "I'm never lucky" becomes "the universe is constantly conspiring in my favor." This small habit begins to alter your vibration, and over time, the mirror of the universe begins to show another reality. And the most incredible thing? When you start to vibrate differently, the world around you responds. People change, opportunities appear, and situations that were previously stuck begin to flow. This isn't magic. It's quantum physics combined with personal development. And as you understand this mechanism, a new responsibility is born within you. If everything is a reflection, then it is in your hands to shape the reality you desire. And for that, the next step is fundamental: knowing exactly what you want. You will never reach a destination you cannot visualize. This is why clarity is one of the most overlooked and most powerful elements of manifestation. The mind needs direction. Napoleon Hill taught that the first step to wealth was to have a burning and defined desire. Vague desire brings vague result. When you say, "I want to be successful," the universe doesn't know what that means. But when you say, "I want to earn 20,000 reais a month with my own business by December," the game changes. Clarity transforms dreams into commands. And clear mental commands create focus, eliminate distractions, and put your brain in active search mode. It's like activating an inner GPS that starts to identify opportunities, people, books, situations that bring you closer to what you want. This is the difference between those who dream and those who start to achieve them. And the most beautiful? The clearer your goal, the clearer the path that opens up in front of you. Writing down your goals is a powerful practice that few do consistently. But science proves it. Putting what you want on paper activates areas of the brain related to action and memory. And this isn't just for money or career. You can write goals for your health, spirituality, relationships, routine. Everything that can be visualized clearly can be materialized with intention. The secret is to give concrete form to what today is just an abstract desire. Do you want to apply this right now? Grab a notebook and write down 3 specific goals you want to achieve in the next 30 days. Then, write down 3 goals for the next 12 months. Put dates, values, feelings. Write as if you were already living it. Example: I'm grateful to be earning X per month, with freedom and purpose. Read every day when you wake up. This programs your mind for success and connects you energetically with what you want to attract. When you define exactly what you want, the universe conspires, not because it understands words, but because you change internally. Clarity generates vibration. Vibration generates attraction. And so you begin to shape the invisible with the words and intentions you choose every day. But even with well-defined goals, there is still a silent factor that can sabotage everything: your beliefs. And that's what we're going to talk about now. You can have clear goals, an inspiring vision, and even a strong will to win. But if your beliefs are contrary to success, none of this will be sustainable. Beliefs are like invisible filters that distort the way we see the world and ourselves. If you believe that money corrupts, for example, your subconscious will keep you away from any possibility of getting rich. And the worst? This happens without you realizing it, sabotaging decisions, blocking opportunities, creating self-boycott. Napoleon Hill made it clear: we are shaped by our dominant thoughts. And the most persistent thoughts are fueled by the deepest beliefs. Many of them come from childhood, religion, culture, or old traumas. Therefore, it is essential to bring to light what you believe about success, money, love, and worth. Because if deep down you think you are not capable or not worthy, that energy will be transmitted to the universe and returned to you. A limiting belief can act like a handbrake on the car of your life. You accelerate, you dream, you try, but you remain in the same place. And that's why changing beliefs is a liberating process. The first step is to identify. Ask yourself, what do I believe about money, success, happiness? Then question the origin of these ideas. Are they really yours? Do they make sense? Are they serving you? Just by doing this, you begin to weaken mental patterns that have imprisoned you for years. Reprogramming begins with repetition. Use daily affirmations that challenge your long-held beliefs. Tell yourself, I am worthy of thriving. Success is my natural state. I allow the best to happen. At first, your mind will resist, it's normal. But with constancy, these phrases become new mental seeds. And when you change your internal foundation, the external world begins to respond differently. You act different, attracts differently, live differently. And that brings us to a practical tool that can accelerate this change: visualization. Because when you see the new before it exists, you teach your brain to accept this reality as possible, and even inevitable. In the next topic, I will show you how to use this resource with strategy and intention, as the most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders in the world do. Visualization is not a game of make-believe. It's a powerful mental programming tool that Olympic athletes, high-performance executives, and visionaries use to shape reality before it even exists. When you create vivid mental images of what you want to achieve, you are activating areas of the brain responsible for planning, focus, and action. It's as if you're mentally rehearsing success, and the brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's intensely visualized. Napoleon Hill already talked about this in Think and Grow Rich, long before neuroscience proved it. He called it creative imagination, the ability to construct mental scenarios that stimulate the subconscious to seek solutions and opportunities. Visualizing is creating an energetic prototype of your future reality. And the more details you put in: sounds, smells, sensations, the more real it becomes to your mind. This strengthens your confidence, raises your vibration, and aligns your frequency with what you want. Want a simple example? Before an interview, close your eyes and imagine the perfect scene. You walking in confidently, speaking clearly, being well received, feeling that everything flows. By doing this, you reduce anxiety, increase performance, and send the universe a clear command. This is what I want to experience. This practice, repeated daily, turns your mind into an antenna for manifestation. And the more you train, the more natural it becomes. In fact, if this content is making sense to you so far, take the opportunity now to like the video and subscribe to the Napoleon Hill Secrets channel. This really helps spread this knowledge and also ensures that you receive the next episodes of this powerful journey. And of course, share it with someone who also needs to remember the power that exists within the human mind. Sometimes a video is all someone needs to completely change direction. And since we are talking about change, there is an emotion that can accelerate this process even further: gratitude. Because when you feel gratitude for what hasn't even happened yet, you're telling the universe that it's already yours. And this energy, combined with visualization, creates an irresistible magnetic field. In the next topic, we will dive into this powerful frequency and understand how gratitude can open the doors to a life far beyond what you imagined. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational frequencies you can emit. And the most incredible thing? It can be activated even before the achievement takes place. When you give thanks for what is not yet manifested, you are sending a powerful message to the universe. I trust. And it is precisely this trust that accelerates the manifestation. The energy of gratitude transforms the field around you, adjusts your perception, and puts you in tune with everything you want to attract. Napoleon Hill reinforced the importance of faith combined with emotion. Gratitude is a direct bridge to this. Instead of vibrating in lack, you begin to vibrate in abundance. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you value what you already have, and this completely changes your relationship with reality. The grateful mind sees more possibilities, feels safer, more open. And it is in this state that ideas, solutions, and miracles begin to emerge. Creating the habit of giving thanks daily is one of the most transformative practices there is. And it doesn't have to be anything complex. When you wake up, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Include simple things like being alive, having a bed, being able to start over today. Then write down 3 things you don't have it, but you really want to express it, and thank it as if it were already reality. This reconditions your brain, and the reconditioned brain changes its vibration. And it's not just mental. Gratitude reduces stress, strengthens the immune system, and improves mood, all of which has been proven by scientific studies. But the most important thing is that it repositions you energetically. You stop being someone who begs the universe, and become someone who recognizes, celebrates, and trusts. And that confidence is magnetic. It attracts people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with this elevated state. But even though you vibrate high, practice gratitude, and visualize consistently, there is still a silent enemy that can drain all your energy: negativity. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next topic. Because to attract something new, you need to release what no longer serves you. And sometimes that involves cutting out people, habits, and environments that you don't even realize are holding you back. The law of attraction is not passive. It doesn't just work with pretty thoughts and good intentions. You can visualize every day, repeat affirmations, and feel gratitude, but if you don't act, nothing moves. Napoleon Hill made it clear. Desire, when combined with persistent action, becomes power. The universe responds to vibration, but it also responds to movement. And it is in action that the field opens up and opportunities arise. Inspired action is not acting out of desperation, nor forcing the flow of life. It is acting in tune with your intuition, your vision, and your highest vibrational state. It's when you feel that inner push to make a decision, make a call, start a project. This type of action has amplified power because it is aligned with what you are already vibrating. It's like telling the universe, I'm ready and committed. Many people get stuck because they are afraid of making mistakes, because they are insecure, or because they are waiting for the perfect moment. But the truth is that action is the greatest sign of faith you can give. When you act, even without having all the answers, you are demonstrating confidence, and the universe responds to that. Every little step counts. Sometimes, the simple fact of starting something creates a wave of synchronicities that takes you much further than you imagined. Therefore, when you finish this video, choose a concrete attitude. It could be sending a message, making a list of goals, signing up for something you've been putting off. Manifestation becomes stronger when you actively commit to it. Life doesn't change with thoughts alone. It changes with movement, with intention plus attitude, with faith plus action. This is the true secret of those who manifest consistently. But for this movement to be sustainable, you need to protect yourself from everything that steals your energy. Negativity, toxic environments, sabotaging habits. All of these silent factors have the power to neutralize even the most positive thoughts. And that's why the next topic is decisive. It's time to learn how to eliminate what's holding you back without you realizing it. You can have the best intentions in the world, but if you're surrounded by negativity, your energy will slowly drain, like a leaky bucket that never fills. Toxic environments, pessimistic people, content that feeds fear. All of this weakens your vibration and sabotages your manifestation process. And the worst part, often you don't even realize how much you are being contaminated. Negativity can be subtle, disguised as realism or concern. Napoleon Hill talked about this when warning about the influence of dominant thoughts and the social circle. If you hang out with 5 people who complain all the time, there's a good chance you're vibrating at the same frequency without noticing. This isn't judgment, it's vibrational mathematics. You need to protect your mind like protecting a temple, because she is the soil where your dreams are being planted, and poisoned soil does not bear fruit. Start by auditing your life. What or who is weakening you? What habits, conversations, distractions, or even places bring you down? Sometimes change starts with small cuts. Less news, less toxic social media, less time with those who only complain, and more space for inspiring books, positive people, environments that expand you. You are the guardian of your energy, and you need to treat it responsibly. But eliminating is not just moving away from the external. It's also about doing an internal cleaning. Clear resentments, forgive, let go of what no longer serves. Unresolved emotions are vibrational anchors. The lighter you are, the higher you vibrate. And the higher you vibrate, the faster things flow. The universe responds to your internal state, so purify your mental, emotional, and energetic field whenever possible. When you free yourself from the invisible weight that holds you back, you open yourself to receive, and start building a solid foundation for the next level. And it is at this point that a new strength needs to emerge within you, unshakable self-confidence. Because there's no point in the world believing in you if, deep down, you still doubt yourself. Self-confidence is not arrogance. It's knowing, deep down in your soul, that you are capable, even when everything around you says otherwise. It's this silent certainty that sustains your steps on difficult days and drives you when no one is looking. Napoleon Hill dedicated an entire chapter to the power of faith in oneself, stating that no one achieves great things without first deeply believing in their own worth. Self-confidence is the foundation of manifestation. When you doubt yourself, your vibration weakens. Your decisions become timid, your actions lose strength, and the universe captures this hesitation. Remember, the universe doesn't just respond to what you say, it responds to what you feel is true. And if deep down you still think you don't deserve it, that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, this will be the dominant frequency, no matter how much you try to disguise it with positive words. The good news is that self-confidence can be trained. It starts by recognizing your achievements, no matter how small they may be. Celebrating simple victories strengthens self-esteem and reinforces the belief that you are capable. Then comes the commitment to your word, doing what you say you are going to do. This creates internal integrity, and every time you keep a promise to yourself, your mind starts to trust you more. That's power. Another essential point is comparison. Stop measuring your journey by other people's rulers. Each person has a time, a process, a mission. Looking outside can inspire you, but living in comparison weakens you. Self-confidence flourishes when you recognize your own worth, even in the midst of chaos. And this is not something the world will hand to you. It's something you decide to cultivate, day after day, with courage and truth. With self-confidence, you become unstoppable. Obstacles become steps, criticism becomes fuel, and the no's in life stop paralyzing you. But still, even though you trust yourself, you need to learn to trust in the timing of things. Because not everything happens when and how you expect. And that's what we're going to explore now. How to let go of control and trust the process without losing focus and faith. One of the biggest blocks in manifestation is excessive attachment to the outcome. When you are obsessed with something happening in a specific way and at a specific time, you end up creating resistance. The energy of despair is contrary to the energy of creation. Napoleon Hill said that we must act with faith and determination, but also understand that there is an invisible time between planting and harvesting. And it is in this interval that many give up or sabotage everything without realizing it. Letting go does not mean abandoning. It means trust. It's like a farmer who prepares the land, plants the seed, waters it every day, but doesn't dig the soil to see if it has sprouted. He knows that growth happens in the invisible, in the silence. Manifestation works the same way. After visualizing, feeling, and acting, there comes a time when you need to relax and let the universe do its part. Forcing only delays. Resisting only stops. This is the point where faith is tested. You look around, and it seems like nothing is changing. The bills keep coming, the opportunities don't appear, and doubt begins to whisper. Does this really work? This is where you need to take a deep breath, align yourself again, and remember, life is always moving in your favor, even when it seems stopped. Silence is also an answer. Delay is often protection. Practicing detachment is staying focused on the vision without drowning in anxiety. It's trusting that everything is falling into place, even if the results are not yet visible. A practical way to do this is to give thanks in advance every day, as if you have already received what you want. This reinforces confidence and dissolves fear. Because where there is gratitude, there is no room for despair. Where there is faith, there is flow. And when you live in this state of trust, you become magnetic. People notice. The universe responds. The doors open more fluidly. But none of this is valuable if you don't have a firm stance in the face of obstacles. Because the truth is that challenges will arise, and many. And that's where the most decisive quality of all comes in: persistence. If there is one universal truth about success, it is this: it is never linear. There will always be falls, failures, closed doors. And what differentiates those who get there from those who give up along the way is a silent force called persistence. Napoleon Hill dedicated an entire chapter just to this in Think and Grow Rich, stating that persistence is the essential ingredient that transforms desire into achievement. Without it, no plan stands up to reality. Being persistent is not being stubborn. It's being committed to what you want, even when everything seems to be going in the opposite direction. It is understanding that results do not come in the first step, but rather in daily repetition, even when there is no applause or recognition. And it is precisely at these moments that most people stop, out of tiredness, frustration, or fear. But the universe tests your consistency before releasing the abundance you want to live. Resilience is the ability to continue, even when hurt. It's turning pain into strength, challenge into learning. And this isn't just learned in books, it's built in real life, when everything falls apart, and yet you choose to get back up. The greatest achievers in history have experienced failures, rejections, bankruptcies, and they have continued, because they knew that each fall was a step in the process, not the end of the line. And you need to know this too. Reprogramming your mind to see obstacles as tests, rather than signs of failure, is key to manifesting consistently. Every no you receive today could be training you for the yes that will change everything tomorrow. And each delay may be strengthening your internal structure so that you can sustain what is to come. Persistence is not glamour. It's emotional discipline. It is faith that does not waver. It's a non-negotiable commitment to your own dreams. And the more you persist, the stronger you become. But there's something even more powerful than persisting on your own. It's when you expand your energy to the collective. When you decide to contribute to the world, even before receiving. Because true abundance is born from the flow of giving and receiving. Most people live waiting for something to start moving. They expect recognition to feel valuable. They expect money to feel prosperous. They expect love to feel complete. But the truth is the opposite. The flow of life begins when you decide to give before receiving. Napoleon Hill once said, "No sincere effort is in vain." When you plant generously, the harvest is inevitable, even if it takes a while. Giving does not mean canceling yourself. It means overflowing. It's when you share knowledge, energy, words, support, even if you're still building your own path. This attitude has immense magnetic power, because you are telling the universe, I have so much I can share. And this vibration is interpreted as abundance. Whoever gives truthfully receives with intensity. It's a natural law. Try helping someone without expecting anything in return. Send a positive message, share a lesson, offer your time, praise from the heart. Small attitudes generate big waves. And the most curious thing? Many of the best opportunities in your life will come from doors you opened by offering something first. This is how the flow happens, because the universe does not respond to selfishness. It responds to expansion, to generosity, to dedication with purpose. When you live with this mindset, you begin to realize that everything is connected. And the more you contribute, the more you feel like you are aligned with something bigger. It's not about being nice. It's about understanding the energetic mathematics of manifestation. Whoever holds on too much blocks. Whoever flows receives. And abundance isn't just about money. It's about peace, time, connections, freedom, growth. All of this multiplies when you decide to contribute. If you've come this far, it's because something inside you is ready for a new level. And now you know success is not luck. It's harmony. It's choice. It is conscious construction. The law of attraction is not a magic trick. It is a technology of the mind and soul. And you just received 11 principles that, if applied consistently, can transform your reality from the inside out. But remember, listening is easy. The difficult part is putting it into practice. So tell me, which of these principles resonated with you the most today? Comment below if you're really going to put it into practice. Your comment could inspire other people and create connections with those who are also on this journey. And if this content made sense to you, like the video, share and subscribe to the Napoleon Hill Secrets channel. This is your space for reprogramming, clarity, and expansion. And before leaving, one last provocation. If the universe is a mirror, what you want to see reflected tomorrow starts with what you decide to vibrate today. The choice is yours. Responsibility too. And I know that you are capable. See you in the next video. Until then, manifest with awareness.
Whatever the human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill.